What up? What up? It's your boy Troy T. Hope everybody doing well out there during this season. Got something for y'all today. Kemei trimmer. Hope I'm saying that right. Kemei. I know that it's probably look backwards on the screen right there, but the Kemei trimmer. I came across these trimmers on Amazon, y'all, and they were really cheap. That's why I got them. I'm not even gonna lie to you. They were cheap, and well, that's not the only reason why I got them. But I did get them because they were cheap, but I thought they were some hitters. So let me get into that story. So I went on YouTube to, once I discovered these on Amazon, I went on YouTube to do a little research, and I saw that barbers were actually using these. And there were some barbers out there who actually had them hitting. So, I mean, making crispy lineups, and I was like, whoa, okay. So, I mean, it's well built. It's a metal body. They're not loud. They had a digital battery display on there. So I was like, man, it's a good looking trimmer, and it looks nice for the price. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try one. So I ended up getting mine. Mine came yesterday. I used it today on my son's hair. I cut my son's hair today. My oldest son, he usually gets a hot taper. I did his hot taper, and I used these. And to be honest with y'all, they weren't hitting. They weren't hitting. It was a disappointment because, like I said, I did see barbers using these, and they actually had them. They had them hitting pretty nice, and they had the original blade on there and everything. I mean, it's a well put together trimmer. I will say that. It's not cheaply built at all. But when I used it, it just didn't get the job done. So if you've seen this trimmer, or if you're just now seeing it, I will say that my experience wasn't good, but maybe that won't be your experience if you want to try the Kemei. This is the 2293, I believe. 2293 edition. There's a 2299 edition. Also, that's a older edition of this. This is the upgraded edition right here, 2293. So, and that's why I got this edition also. I will say this, the 2299, if you go do the research, those are the ones that I seen online. And those are, I mostly seen videos of barbers using those, but I went today and I looked to see if barbers were using these, and they're also using these as well. But I think, well, I don't know, man. I was gonna say I think the other ones may have been hitting a little harder, but I don't know. Now that I think about it, I don't know. I think it's about the same. But make a long story short, I don't want to keep you guys too long. These they cut like some $30 trimmers. what I got it for. $34.99. That's what these cut like. And people were talking about how they hit straight out the box, and that just wasn't the case for me. Not to say that they're lying, because like I said, I mean, I seen barbers on YouTube using them, and they seemed like they were hitting, but my trimmer just didn't do it. It didn't hit. And I think I'm gonna probably end up, putting these in my shaving batch, using these to trim up my goatee and whatnot. And I think that's probably what they'll get used for. I probably won't use these on any more cuts after today. And the weird thing about these too is that today when I was using them on my son, they kept cutting them. But it's weird because they're not sharp. Like they weren't cutting real well. So I was confused about that. But the more I think about it, maybe since they weren't cutting real well, I found myself pressing a little bit harder than I usually would, and that's probably what was cutting them. Being a little bit more heavy-handed than I usually am. with my other trimmers that I just have to barely tap with. Because when I tried to barely tap with these, it just wasn't working. So I probably had to overcompensate, and that's probably what caused me to, clip my son a couple times. Got him real good on the back of the neck. So, but he has sensitive skin anyway, so I should have knew better than to do that. But anyways, Kemei. That's what it looked like, the blade. It's a well-built trimmer, I will say that. Metal body, like I said, real nice trimmer, man. I'm just disappointed that they didn't work well for me. But if you want to try them, go to Amazon. Amazon has them. They have the $22.99 edition also. That these are supposed to be the upgrade of. But if you end up getting them and using them, please let me know what your experience is like. Because if it was a good one, I would like to know. If they work well for you. And if you are like me and you got a pair and they didn't work well for you, let me know also. Let me know, because I'm feeling kind of bad right now. I feel like I got a bad one. Everybody else is getting the job done. I got a bad one. Mine ain't working. So make me feel better by telling me in the comment section if you use this trimmer and it didn't work for you. No, I'm just playing. But no, seriously though, if you used it already and you had the same experience, or if you had a better experience, let me know in the comment section. That's it. That's it. I'm not gonna hold y'all too long. Y'all enjoy the rest of the holiday season. Be safe, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.